All right, my live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin. I'm your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live from the Panama City International Airport. Sorry I couldn't bring you a video earlier today. I didn't do a video on Saturday. I've been just busy in my final days here, and the crazy part of my travel schedule is about to start. So I got about 30 minutes before I gotta go get on my 14-hour flight from Panama all the way to Istanbul. And let's do a video. And crazy stuff always happens while I am in the air. And man, have the markets gone nuts. Let's see who we have on. Istanbul, not Constantinople. Yeah, well, all great societies collapse, and anyone that thinks that the United States is going to dominate the world for another generation, they're insane. They need to go to a mental asylum, because the US, the United States of America, will not be the world only superpower by the time this generation is done. So best case scenario, it has 25 years. Realistic scenario, it has about 8 years. Pessimistic scenario, shit's gonna hit the fan right after the next election. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Otherwise, Constantinople would still be the global capital of the world. All right, let's go to the charts. We'll start with the charts as always. This month is almost at an end. That is very, very important, because this month represents one of the best opportunities to buy Bitcoin historically. We've only seen a green arrow, the green MRI buy opportunity on the monthly Heikin-Ashi Bitcoin chart. We've only seen it twice in the 13-year Bitcoin history. It happened in December of 2018, and it happened in May of 2015. That's it. That's the list. And it's happening right now. Is it possible that we swing a little bit lower next month? It's possible. What is the probability that you're going to get an opportunity to buy Bitcoin below 20,000 next year? I think that probability is unreasonably low, maybe 10% chance. I can't see Bitcoin being below 20,000 next year. I just don't see it. Weekly chart. You can see the oscillators are still in a bullish trend. The MACD, the RSI, and the CMF, however, this is not good. This is not a good reading on the CMF. We're still trending up, but we are on very thin ice. Very, very thin ice. As for the price action, we are hanging in there. I would love to see a capitulation event. I need to set some more unreasonably low limit buy orders, and we'll see what happens after that. On a, more realistic picture, I got to move these things out of the way because they are just in the way. We are consolidating at the lows. Consolidation at the lows is a very bearish phenomenon, which is why I still believe that we can have a capitulation event, because consolidation at the lows is never good. Allocation chart. Allocation chart has given us a brand new closing low. We have pulled back to the upside. The price is below the lowest moving average, but the moving averages have not crossed over, and nothing bullish here. The only thing I can say that's bullish is the longer this consolidation lasts, the lower I can put this line where I become bullish. And right now, that line is still sitting at approximately $21,000, $20,500. So let's keep it there. Before I go to the daily chart, the financial summit is only 1 month away in gorgeous Bali, Indonesia. Come and join us if you want to talk all things trading and investing. I do have a free Learn Trading section. You can check this out on tonevays.com. Learn Trading. You could also purchase a on-demand video. I got them as cheap as possible. It is only $500 for my technical analysis and risk management workshops together. I am off to Istanbul. I will be a keynote speaker at Traffic Summit. Looks like an awesome event. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot more speakers. You could also check out the agenda. Click on the agenda, and there's going to be some cool after parties. But this is where I am. If you're curious where I am traveling, because you want to meet up for a drink or a steak dinner, I am in Istanbul. I am leaving on the 30th, and I will be, if you don't recognize this flag, that is UZ. That is Uzbekistan. I'm actually still waiting on my visa for Uzbekistan, but I do have my flight to Uzbekistan. I have never been to Tashkent, Uzbekistan. I'm expecting to have a lot of fun. And then I will be in Kazakhstan. So I'm going from Uzbekistan to Kazakhstan. And from there, I will be in Dubai. And right here, I will be in my favorite country in the world. It's hard to have a favorite country, but it's my top 5 favorite countries in the world. I need to add this to my calendar. I will be in Georgia. I will be in the Republic of Georgia, but then I will go back to Dubai because I need to try to get as many amazing people as I can to Bali, Indonesia. And Dubai is the prime market for that. So I will be speaking at conferences in Dubai, and then I'll be heading back there. I have not yet filled out my calendar for, oh, yes, I have. There you go. I will be in Thailand. I will be in Singapore. Nope, that is actually, when am I going to Singapore? I think I'm going to Singapore here. And did I get the Indonesian flag right? Oh yeah, because I'll be in, oh yeah, I'm going to Singapore, then Thailand, then I got to swing by the Maldives because I got to look at a venue, and then back to Dubai, and eventually back to Panama. So I will be, I don't have my December filled out. If anybody wants to have real fun on New Year's, come and meet me in Panama, because that's where I'll be. Consolidation on a daily scale. Someone is asking, wasn't the end of 2018 considered consolidating at the lows? Yes. The end of 2018, well, no, actually. The end of 2018 was not. We were still crashing. You can say that in March of 2019, we were consolidating at the lows. But remember, we spent 4 months at the lows. So we crashed down to $4,000 in November of 2018, and we were still at $4,000 at the very end of March. So that's a 4-month consolidation. 4 months is a long time. If we look at it now, we crashed down to $19,000 in June, and this is now once again the 4th month. So if we last another month or 2 at 19, that would be enough to say that we have consolidated at the lows, and it's time to go up from here. Here is that consolidation. anytime we're consolidating at the lows, I always expect a drop down. So hopefully that won't happen, but I am not interested in any bullish positions until we get back above this channel. Short-term chart is consolidating near the top. When you consolidate near the top, you create bullish momentum. So, and we're above all the moving averages on the 1 hour chart. So the 1 hour chart is actually bullish. GBTC is coming up on an MRI buy. I don't know what that means, to be honest with you, because GBTC doesn't trade on the weekend, and it's simply a reflection of Bitcoin. As you guys know, I am no longer bullish on oil short term because we broke below actual support. So I will wait for an MRI buy on a weekly scale in a few weeks, and also keeping a very close eye on this. Remember, the well, what's the term I'm looking for here? The compulsive liar, or the compulsively lying Biden administration made an announcement that they would start refilling the strategic oil reserve once oil went below $80. Oil is below $80 a barrel, and as you can see, we did not add anything to the oil reserve yet. I don't know when the next number comes out. Release date, next release date, 28. So in 2 days, we will know. So the Biden administration had stated that they will start filling the strategic oil reserve once the price of oil goes below $80 a barrel. You can see that the price of oil is below $80 a barrel. It's at 76. So if the Biden administration is not a lying piece of garbage, this number should be greater than the prior number. So let's see what happens in about 3 days. Gold, as you guys know, I am very bearish on gold now that we have broken below the prior swing lows. We are continuing to go down. There is correlation between the stock market and the Bitcoin market. However, you can see how the stock market has made new lows. I basically became a bear in the stock market the moment this red star candle came up. And the good news is that Bitcoin is not crashing to new lows as the stock market is crashing to new lows. This is not a big deal. I like the fact that we have gone below the swing lows. We got a new low close. We have not yet broken yesterday's low yet. This is the futures market. We're already on the next day. This is already tomorrow. This is the 27th of September. And once this breaks the new lows, we activate the, we will be activating additional extensions. We're already in extensions. We started a bunch of extensions here with this MRI buy. We already had an extension C, which is cool. We still need extension A and B, which is interesting. We got extension C. Oh, we got C and A together. So there's a bunch of extensions going on. The stock market could go down a little bit more, but remember, October is one of the best months for the stock market. So I am looking for October to rebound the market to the upside. Long-term chart. I really like this chart. This is a monthly chart. Remember, in 4 days, we're going to get a monthly MRI buy. I still believe I drew these arrows 5 months ago. I expected us to fall all the way down to 3,500, and then I expected us to rebound to new all-time highs. So this should happen next month. So I think next month is going to be the ultimate low. and then we're going to start to rebound into end of year. Euro versus the dollar. This is incredible. Look, I know I have a lot of fans in Europe, and I know I shouldn't talk too much like I'm pissing off people in like Australia and Europe. But you know what? Europe is the new Soviet Union. Europe has become the new USSR. Anyone that, I mean, if you're a European country that is tearing up the European flag, I'll support you. I support what's happening in Italy right now. The sooner countries get out of hell known as the European Union, of their unelected government officials that tell each member country what to do and how much air they can breathe and how much water they can collect from the sky, the sooner the European Union government completely dismantles, the better off humanity will be. So I don't feel bad. So when the euro goes down to 50 cents per US dollar, when the euro loses half of its additional value, I will not feel bad for all the fools holding on to their euros, because that's exactly where the euro is headed. And I am a little surprised about the British pound. I did not think the British pound was going to implode. I really did, but imploded did. And that should be a clean signal that Europe is, and the UK is Europe as well. It's not in the European Union. It's not in the Eurozone. It is technically still in the European Union. And London might actually be affordable for Americans once again. I think this is great. The sooner all these fiats implode, the better off it'll be for Bitcoin. So I don't have a problem with this whatsoever. I'm just a little surprised the British pound imploded this quickly. I thought that by the UK, with the UK exiting the communist, Marxist European Union, their currency would be able to survive a little bit better. But clearly I was wrong. But also the UK is, they're not really interested in leaving the European Union. It's a bunch of window dressing. So they're not really doing it. They're pretending like they're doing it, but they're not. So I guess they deserve the crash in the euro as well. Yeah, I'm loving Latin America, guys. I'm so done with Europe. I have one country left in Europe to visit, and that's Portugal. And I'm gonna try to visit Portugal this year on my way back to Latin America. So there's gonna be a lot of changes with this YouTube channel. There's gonna be a lot of changes with my businesses. So priority one for 2023 is going to be me getting back in health shape, me getting physically healthy, mentally healthy, start eating right again. Priority two is going to be learning Spanish. And I don't know what priority, and then there will be my distant third priority is going to be making money and Bitcoin and this YouTube channel. That's going to become a very distant third priority, because I really don't care anymore. I really don't. So what I'm going to care about in 2023 is, I mean, I really don't give a shit if Europe wants to nuke each other. Like, go for it. Like, I'm not going to be there anymore. So I'm going to stick with Latin America, basically Mexico and anywhere south of Mexico. And I'm going to spend half a day learning Spanish, and the other, I don't know, 30% of my day is going to be learning Spanish. 30% of my day is going to be making sure I work out, eat right, and stay healthy. And then if there's time, I'll be doing the finance and Bitcoin and other stuff. Like, it's, I really couldn't care less about you. Europe's done. It's the new land of the Marxists, and I want nothing to do with it. Mexican peso is doing pretty well. It's hanging in there. The Latin America, I mean, Costa Rican currency seems to be devaluing. Mexican peso is doing pretty well. The Brazilian currency is holding up. Look, the Brazilian real has appreciated versus, I mean, it's a cherry picked number, but the Brazilian I grabbed the wrong thing. Brazilian real has appreciated 10% since the COVID incident. Look, COVID like caused a lot of havoc, right? So since the Brazilian currency devalued at COVID, it's up 10%. Now, if we look at Europe or the British pound, let's look at the euro, and we're going to cherry pick the same date. We're going to cherry pick the COVID date, 2020, May 2020. What has the euro done since May 2020? June, May 2020. What has the euro done? It's down 15%, while the Brazilian currency is up 10. What about the British pound? We're going to cherry pick COVID again, right? Here's May 2020. The pound actually rose during the crash. Nope, that's March. Let's go to May 2020. August, June, April, May 2020. All right, let's not cherry pick the high. June, May 2020. British pound down 11%. Brazilian real up 10%. Argentina ain't doing too good, but Panama's using the dollar. Panama's doing okay. No, I haven't really discussed Willie's tweets. Look, Willie and I don't agree on a lot of stuff. Look, Italy has a chance. Italy elected, I mean, if they elected a slightly further right government, it would have been better. But they elected a center-right government. Let's see if they're real or they're bullshit. And if Italy gets the hell out of the Marxist hellhole known as the European Union, Italy will be fine. Italy has a chance to be fine. But I highly doubt this. So I'm going to try to catch up on the Russia-Ukraine situation while I'm on the plane. The Russian currency is hanging in there, so I don't think anything has happened. So I don't really have anything to add on the Russia-Ukraine situation. March 2020, night May. Yeah. Well, either way, I'm happy that the Brazilian real is hanging in there. So that's good. Brazil is one of those large economies down in Latin America. I'm very bullish on El Salvador and their Bitcoin initiative. I am off to Turkey, which is a total basket case. And their currency continues to devalue. I think Turkey could be a major global player, but they don't want to enter the BRICS. I think the future is the BRICS. I don't think the future is the West. I think the future is the BRICS. And the sooner Turkey joins the BRICS, that could be a huge balance shift in the world. Like if you look at a map of the world, if Turkey, Venezuela, Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE, once these countries join the BRICS, the whole balance of the world will shift. Hopefully they can add like Colombia. They're not going to be able to add Panama. US has way too many roots in Panama. If they can get Colombia, I mean, Argentina is I don't know what the hell they're doing down there, but then yeah, Colombia, Mexico is not going to happen either. Too close. America has way too much control. If Mexico was to join the BRICS, it's very likely the United States would invade Mexico, the way Russia is invading Ukraine. And but if these countries can be added to the BRICS, the entire global balance, economic global balance, will shift. I am going to be in this country here, Uzbekistan, and then I will be in Kazakhstan. I've never been to these countries, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if you live in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, or if you live in Almaty, which is right there, if you live in Almaty, wow, it's a big city. If you live in Almaty, Kazakhstan, or Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and you're able to get a hold of me somehow, I will try to go grab a drink or some good meat, because these are meat-eating countries, and I can't wait to go there. What is so much better in Latin America than the USA? You know what's better? The best thing, that I sleep better at night without scared of a knock on the door from the Gestapo. That's what's better. All right, someone asked me to look at a stock. Let's go take a look at that. Oh, what the hell did they do wrong? That's an ugly looking chart. That's an ugly looking chart. They were supposed to bounce right here and go up to new highs. When you're not able to go to new highs, and then you come back to the prior swing low, and you see the MRI support line. Once this red star candle showed up, it was over. So this thing is in trouble, and it is very likely going to go to new lows, which is not good. So I would not touch this thing. I would wait for a 50% drop from the IPO. But because the IPO was so long ago, this is problematic. So I would go 50% from here, 50% there. So that would be a potential buying opportunity. But only if they have some intellectual property. If this company has no intellectual property, then I wouldn't touch it. Like whatever they did, they effed up. So I would just wait. There is an MRI buy coming on a weekly scale, but whatever they're doing, they're doing it very badly. Mara and Riot. Well, before I look at Mara and Riot, I have to look at. Oh God, did you see that report about fake meat and how it is like killing rats, or not killing rats, but like, man, I'm so happy to see this. How far are they down from the IPO? I couldn't be happier. They're down 70% from the IPO. Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that hilarious? Fake meat is down 70% from the IPO. Who would have guessed, right? Who would have guessed that fake meat? Nobody actually wants fake meat. Who could have guessed? I wouldn't buy this, like ever. I couldn't be happier to see this. Bitfarms. Look at Bitfarms. Oh, you guys know my buy point on Bitfarms. It's right there. 72 cents. Anything below 75 cents on Bitfarms, I become very interested in Bitfarms. Let's look at Riot. Riot is up. Interesting. Riot is up. Bitfarms is down. Very interesting. I would pay closer attention to Bitfarms. I trust Bitfarms more. And Mara. Marathon. Same thing. See, Marathon's up. Bitfarms down. Something's not right there. You guys know that Bitfarms is my favorite publicly traded Bitcoin mining operation. And if Bitfarms is down and the other two are up, either Bitfarms is underperforming or the other two are a little over exuberant. Either way, Bitfarms interests me more in either case. Tone, why are precious metals performing so poorly? Isn't this the macro situation when they are supposed to shine? No. No one gives a shit about gold and silver. How many times have I said this to people? No one cares. We are not in the 1800s. They're done. There's never going to be a gold standard. They're not going back to gold and silver. It's not going to happen. Can I look at Apple? I don't like it. I don't like this. I mean, I think it's holding up well. I think it's holding up better than the stock market, right? But if Apple can break this line, that becomes a beautiful buying opportunity. How's Tilray doing? I can't wait to pass out on this flight. The middle of the night in Turkey, so I should already be sleeping. They just broke the new lows, so I would wait for an MRI buy on a weekly scale. That should be super nice. All right, guys, I got a flight to catch. Bitcoin 3-month chart. Yeah, we can do that. Three-month chart is at support. I don't know how useful the MRI is. I mean, it called the top in 2017. It also had a reasonable top call in 2014. It's never given you a buying opportunity, never given you a buy signal. So I don't know how useful the MRI is, but the 3-month chart's at support. You had the worst candle, the worst 3-month candle in history, probably. This, you know what? This candle lost 39%. This candle lost 50%, and this candle lost 56%. So you had the worst candle in Bitcoin's history on the last 3 months. And I don't know what that means. Oh, no, this is probably worse. Lost 68%. So not the worst, second worst. So Beyond Meat's COO arrested for biting man's nose. Guys, eating vegan makes you crazy. It makes you mentally crazy. So I'm not surprised at all that a C-level manager of a fake meat company decided to go cannibal. Like, makes you nuts. Plug. Oh, I'm not gonna look at it here. I'm gonna go back to my monthly chart. We'll go back to Aikanashi. Plug. What's plug? Not plug and play? What's plug? Nope, plug power. Not good. It looks bad. It looks terrible. You did go up and you made a double top, but you now traded lower. So while that is a double top, it can't get back to here. I mean, the moment this line breaks, this got like a hyperwave written all over it. Oh, what the hell happened here? I don't like it. Not a fan of the chart. Yeah, we looked at the British pound. I can kind of project where the future of the British pound is. I didn't look at I didn't go into the long term of the British pound. Here's the British pound. We can go to a monthly chart. So that's all the history I have going to 1972, which is crazy. You guys should go and take a look at Martin Armstrong. So he has a British pound chart history that goes back a lot further. Like his goes back a long way. There. See, this goes back to 1800s, right? So this is the 1864 top in the British pound versus the US dollar. So if that's 1864, this is probably 1841. So this is 1791. Okay. So this is during the US Civil War. And his projection, because he has a just longer history of data, right? So his projection is that the pound has some support at 89 US cents. And if that support is lost, you're looking at 72 to 76 cents. I guess, I don't want to say I agree with him, more like he's one of the people that I still read, one of the only economists and financial historians that I pay attention to. He doesn't understand Bitcoin at all, but that's okay. He's in his 70s, but I would trust him on the British pound and the euro more than anyone else in the world. And yeah, he sees the British pound going below the 89-cent support, or at least going to the 89-cent support. And the euro is going to be even more disastrous. All right, guys, I need to go board my flight. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Check out the financial summit, which is probably will never ever be in Europe, not Western Europe anyway. But I'll take it to Africa. I'll take it to Latin America. I'll take it to Eastern Europe, but I'm staying away from Western Europe. Bye, guys.